Ever wondered what it takes to achieve extraordinary success in business? Or how some of the world's most influential leaders manage to stay ahead of the game? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the fascinating world of focus in business, and trust me, it's going to be a wild ride. First off, let's get one thing straight: focus is the secret sauce behind every successful venture. It's what separates the dreamers from the doers, the wannabes from the game changers. And just like a rare planetary alignment, when focus is perfectly aligned, it can lead to some truly mind-blowing results. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's talk about some facts. Did you know that the average human attention span is now shorter than that of a goldfish? And yet, some of the most successful business leaders in history have managed to harness the power of focus to achieve incredible feats. So, what's their secret? Focus, in the context of business, is all about directing your energy, resources, and attention towards a specific goal or set of goals. It's like landing a big client after months of hard work and dedication. Or selling a business you've poured your heart and soul into. It's the feeling of crossing the finish line first in a race you've trained for tirelessly. It's the thrill of writing a hit song that resonates with millions. And it's the satisfaction of building your dream home from the ground up. On the other hand, planetary alignment is a rare and awe-inspiring event that occurs when multiple planets in our solar system line up in a straight line. It's a testament to the power of patience and timing, much like waiting for a late bus on a cold winter night. Or learning to cook without burning down the kitchen. We've all been there, right? It's the excitement of saving up for a dream vacation, one paycheck at a time. It's the pride of teaching a kid to tie their shoes, even if it takes 100 tries. And it's the determination of debugging code all night until you finally crack the problem. Now, you might be wondering, what do focus and planetary alignment have to do with each other? Well, let's break it down. Patience is like the fuel that powers the engine of success, but sometimes the road is blocked by obstacles and setbacks. That's where focus comes in. It's the GPS that helps you navigate around those roadblocks and stay on course. Just like a planetary alignment requires precise timing and positioning, focus demands that you align your resources and attention in the right way at the right time. And when you do, the results can be nothing short of spectacular, much like the awe-inspiring sight of multiple planets lining up in the night sky. But don't just take my word for it. Let's look at some real-life examples of how focus and patience have led to incredible success stories. Take Thomas Edison, for instance. The man who invented the light bulb didn't just flick a switch and voila, instant illumination. No, he tried over 10,000 different materials before finally finding the right one. Can you imagine the patience and focus that must have taken? But Edison didn't see those 10,000 attempts as failures, he saw them as steps on the path to success. And boy, did he light up the world with his invention. Then there's J.K. Rowling, the woman behind the Harry Potter phenomenon. Before her books became a global sensation, she faced rejection after rejection from publishers. 12, to be exact. But Rowling didn't let those rejections deter her. She stayed focused on her goal of sharing her magical world with readers everywhere. And her patience paid off in a big way. Her books have sold over 500 million copies worldwide and have been translated into 80 languages. Talk about a spellbinding success story. And let's not forget about Colonel Harlan Sanders, the founder of KFC. Before he became a household name, Sanders traveled across the country, pitching his secret recipe to restaurant owners. Over 1,000 times, he was turned down. But Sanders didn't let those rejections stop him. He stayed focused on his dream of sharing his delicious fried chicken with the world. And his patience was rewarded when he finally found a partner who believed in his vision. Now, KFC is a global brand with over 23,000 locations worldwide. Finger-licking good, indeed. So, what can we learn from these incredible stories? Well, for starters, success doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, patience, and a whole lot of focus. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. You might feel like you're getting nowhere at first, but if you keep at it, eventually, all the colors will align perfectly. And speaking of alignment, let's talk about planetary alignment. It's like waiting for your favorite band to go on tour. You might have to wait years, but when they finally do, it's worth every second. Or it's like trying to find the perfect avocado at the grocery store. It might take a few tries, but when you finally find that perfectly ripe one, it's like striking gold. Now, let's dive deeper into the world of business and explore how focus has been the driving force behind some of the most successful companies in history. Take Elon Musk, for example. The man behind SpaceX and Tesla is a master of focus. He's like a laser beam, zeroing in on a few key projects and dedicating all his resources and attention to making them a reality. It's like trying to hit a bullseye with a dart. You have to block out all the distractions and focus on that one tiny target. And Musk's focus has paid off in a big way. SpaceX has revolutionized the space industry, and Tesla has transformed the way we think about electric vehicles. It's like he's playing a game of chess, always thinking several moves ahead and staying laser-focused on his endgame. Then there's Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. Bezos is all about customer-centric focus. He's like a mind reader, always trying to anticipate what his customers want and need. It's like trying to guess what your friend wants for their birthday. You have to really put yourself in their shoes and think about what would make them happy. And Bezos' focus on the customer has driven Amazon's success. The company started as an online bookstore but has since expanded into everything from groceries to cloud computing. It's like a giant, ever-growing tree, with customer satisfaction as its roots and endless possibilities as its branches. And let's not forget about Apple under the leadership of Steve Jobs. Jobs was all about innovation and design. He was like a mad scientist, always tinkering and experimenting with new ideas. It's like trying to create the perfect recipe. You have to keep adding and adjusting ingredients until you get it just right. And Jobs' focus on innovation led to the creation of groundbreaking products like the iPhone. The iPhone was like a spaceship, light years ahead of anything else on the market. It revolutionized the smartphone industry and solidified Apple's position as a market leader. It's like Jobs was a conductor, orchestrating a symphony of technology and design that continues to inspire and amaze us to this day. So, what can we take away from all this? Well, focus is like a superpower in the world of business. It's what allows you to cut through the noise and zero in on what really matters. And when you combine focus with patience, like the rare occurrence of a planetary alignment, the results can be truly out of this world. But focus isn't always easy. It's like trying to meditate in a room full of screaming toddlers. It takes a lot of effort and discipline to block out the distractions and stay on course. And sometimes, it can feel like you're trying to herd cats, with a million different tasks and priorities pulling you in every direction. But if you can stay focused, like a dog with a bone, you'll be unstoppable. And let's not forget about the importance of timing. Just like a planetary alignment requires the perfect positioning of multiple planets, success in business often depends on being in the right place at the right time. It's like trying to catch a wave while surfing. You have to paddle hard and wait for the perfect moment to stand up and ride. And when you do, it's an exhilarating rush, like nothing else in the world. So, the next time you're feeling overwhelmed or distracted, remember the power of focus and patience. Think about Thomas Edison, J.K. Rowling, and Colonel Sanders, and how their unwavering focus and determination led to incredible success. Think about Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Steve Jobs, and how their laser-like focus on a few key goals transformed entire industries. And think about the awe-inspiring sight of a planetary alignment, and how it reminds us that sometimes, the most incredible things happen when we least expect them. Because at the end of the day, focus is what separates the dreamers from the doers, the wannabes from the game changers. It's what allows you to turn your vision into reality, one step at a time. So, stay focused, stay patient, and who knows? Maybe one day, you'll be the one aligning the planets and changing the world. In the world of business, focus is like the rare and powerful event of planetary alignment. Just as planets need to be in the right place at the right time to create a spectacular celestial show, businesses need to align their resources and attention to achieve breakthroughs. Let's dive into 3 philosophies from Elon Musk that highlight the importance of focus and how they relate to this cosmic phenomenon. Elon Musk, often compared to the great philosopher Aristotle, emphasizes the concept of aridity or excellence in his approach to business. Musk's focus on a few key projects, like SpaceX and Tesla, showcases how dedicating resources and attention can lead to groundbreaking results. Just as planets align to create a once-in-a-lifetime event, Musk's focus aligns his efforts to push the boundaries of what's possible. Let's explore how this philosophy of aridity applies to different fields. Imagine an athlete striving for excellence in their sport. Like Musk focusing on SpaceX and Tesla, the athlete dedicates countless hours to training, perfecting their technique, and pushing their limits. This focus, much like planetary alignment, leads to moments of brilliance on the field or court, where everything comes together for a record-breaking performance. Pretty cool, huh? Now, picture a chef in a bustling kitchen, aiming for culinary excellence. Similar to Musk's approach, the chef focuses on a few signature dishes, honing their skills and experimenting with flavors. This dedication, akin to the precise timing of planetary alignment, results in a dining experience that leaves customers raving and coming back for more. It's like the planets of taste, presentation, and innovation aligning to create a culinary masterpiece. Lastly, consider a painter working on their latest masterpiece. Like Musk's focus on key projects, the painter dedicates their time and energy to perfecting their craft, exploring new techniques, and expressing their vision. This focus, comparable to the rare occurrence of planetary alignment, leads to a painting that captures the viewer's imagination and stands the test of time. It's as if the planets of color, composition, and emotion align to create a work of art that resonates with people. Now, let's shift gears and look at 3 philosophies from Jeff Bezos, often compared to the author Malcolm Gladwell, and his emphasis on the 10,000-hour rule. Bezos's customer-centric focus at Amazon, prioritizing long-term satisfaction over short-term profits, demonstrates how dedication and focus can lead to sustained success. Just as planets need to align perfectly to create a powerful event, Bezos's focus aligns his efforts to build a company that customers love and trust. Let's see how this philosophy applies to different fields. Imagine a guitarist striving to master their instrument. Like Bezos's focus on customer satisfaction, the guitarist dedicates 10,000 hours to practicing scales, chords, and songs. This focus, much like the precise timing of planetary alignment, leads to a level of mastery that allows the guitarist to create music that moves and inspires audiences. It's like the planets of technique, creativity, and passion aligning to create a musical experience that resonates with listeners. Now, picture a coder working on a complex software project. Similar to Bezos's approach, the coder focuses on writing clean, efficient code, debugging, and optimizing performance. This dedication, akin to the rare occurrence of planetary alignment, results in a software solution that solves real problems and delights users. It's as if the planets of logic, problem-solving, and user experience align to create a digital tool that makes a difference in people's lives. Lastly, consider a surgeon performing a life-saving operation. Like Bezos's focus on long-term customer satisfaction, the surgeon dedicates 10,000 hours to studying anatomy, practicing techniques, and staying up to date with the latest advancements. This focus, comparable to the powerful event of planetary alignment, leads to a successful surgery that gives the patient a second chance at life. It's as if the planets of skill, knowledge, and compassion align to create a medical miracle. Now, let's take a break from philosophy and dive into some inspiring stories of focus and success. First up, the incredible journey of Disney from bankruptcy to empire. In the early days, Walt Disney faced numerous challenges and setbacks, including the loss of his first studio and the failure of his first feature film. However, Disney's unwavering focus on creating magical experiences for families kept him going. He poured his heart and soul into building Disneyland, a place where dreams come true. This focus, much like the rare occurrence of planetary alignment, led to the creation of a global entertainment empire that continues to captivate audiences of all ages. Next, let's look at Elon Musk's near failures with SpaceX. In the early days of the company, Musk faced numerous setbacks, including 3 failed rocket launches that nearly bankrupted the company. However, Musk's focus on revolutionizing space travel kept him pushing forward. He dedicated his resources and attention to perfecting the technology, and on the 4th attempt, SpaceX successfully launched a rocket into orbit. This focus, akin to the powerful event of planetary alignment, led to a breakthrough that changed the course of space exploration and solidified SpaceX's position as a leader in the industry. Finally, let's explore Oprah Winfrey's rags to TV queen journey. Growing up in poverty and facing numerous challenges, Oprah's focus on connecting with people and sharing their stories propelled her to success. She poured her heart and soul into her talk show, creating a platform that empowered and inspired millions. This focus, comparable to the rare occurrence of planetary alignment, led to the creation of a media empire that continues to touch lives around the world. As we've seen, focus is a powerful force in business and life, much like the rare and awe-inspiring event of planetary alignment. Whether it's Elon Musk's emphasis on Aridi or Jeff Bezos's dedication to the 10,000-hour rule, focusing on what matters most can lead to incredible breakthroughs and success. So, the next time you're feeling scattered or overwhelmed, remember the power of focus and how it can align your efforts to create something truly remarkable. It's like the planets of your passion, skills, and determination coming together to create a force that's unstoppable. Mastery is like leveling up in a video game, takes forever but you're unstoppable after. So, keep your eyes on the prize, stay focused, and watch as your own personal planets align to create a future that's out of this world. In this final part of our journey, let's dive deeper into the essence of focus and how it can transform not just businesses, but our lives. You see the point, don't you? Focus isn't just a business strategy, it's a life strategy. Let's explore what this means for us and how we can apply it, but first, let's look at some incredible stories of focus in action. Let's start with Steve Jobs' triumphant return to Apple. After being ousted from the company he co-founded, Jobs came back in 1997 to a struggling Apple. With laser-like focus, he streamlined the product line, cutting it down from dozens of confusing models to just a few key products. This focus on simplicity and innovation led to the creation of the iMac, iPod, and eventually the iPhone, revolutionizing the tech industry and turning Apple into the powerhouse it is today. Now, let's shift gears and talk about Nelson Mandela's incredible 27-year wait. Imprisoned for his fight against apartheid, Mandela never lost focus on his goal of a free and equal South Africa. He used his time in prison to study, learn, and prepare for the day he would be free. When that day finally came, his focus and dedication paid off, as he led his country to democracy and became a global symbol of peace and reconciliation. Next up, let's talk about Albert Einstein, the late blooming genius. Einstein didn't speak until he was 4 and didn't read until he was 7, leading some to think he was slow. But he was simply focused on his own pace and interests. His focus on theoretical physics, even when others doubted him, led to groundbreaking discoveries like the theory of relativity, changing our understanding of the universe forever. Finally, let's look at Ludwig van Beethoven, who composed some of his greatest works while going deaf. Imagine trying to create music without being able to hear it. Yet, Beethoven's focus on his inner vision allowed him to produce masterpieces like the Ninth Symphony, proving that true focus can overcome even the most daunting obstacles. Now, let's reflect on what these stories mean for our lives. Focus is like a superpower that can help us achieve our dreams, no matter how big or small. It's like trying to find a Wi-Fi signal in the crowded coffee shop, hard to catch but game-changing when you do. So, what does this mean for life? It means that by focusing on what truly matters to us, we can create a life of purpose and fulfillment. Can we apply this focus in our own lives? Absolutely. Here are 5 tips to help you harness the power of focus. 1. Break goals into bite-sized chunks. Just like eating an elephant, tackling big goals can feel overwhelming. But if you break them down into smaller, manageable tasks, you'll find it much easier to stay focused and make progress. Start with the first step, then the next, and before you know it, you'll have achieved your goal. 2. Eliminate distractions. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, from social media to endless notifications. To stay focused, create a distraction-free environment. Turn off your phone, close unnecessary tabs, and set aside dedicated time to work on your goals. It's like trying to read a book in a noisy room, much harder than in a quiet space. 3. Prioritize ruthlessly. Not all tasks are created equal. To achieve your goals, you need to focus on the most important ones first. Make a list of your tasks and prioritize them based on their impact on your goals. It's like packing for a trip. You can't take everything, so you need to choose what's most essential. 4. Practice mindfulness. Focus is a skill that can be developed through practice. Mindfulness techniques, like meditation and deep breathing, can help you train your mind to stay present and focused. It's like trying to hit a bullseye, you need to keep your eye on the target and stay calm under pressure. 5. Celebrate small wins. Staying focused can be challenging, especially when progress seems slow. That's why it's important to celebrate your small victories along the way. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a reason to celebrate. It's like leveling up in a video game, each achievement brings you closer to your ultimate goal. Now, let's wrap up with some questions to help you apply these lessons in your own life. 1. What's your toughest wait? Share below. Whether it's waiting for a dream job, a relationship, or a personal goal, we all face challenges that test our focus and patience. 2. Could you keep going after 1,000 no's? Think about a time when you faced rejection or failure. How did you stay focused on your goal despite the setbacks? 3. What's one distraction you can eliminate today? Identify one thing that's stealing your focus and take action to remove it from your life. 4. Which of the 5 focus tips resonates with you the most? Share your thoughts and how you plan to implement it in your life. 5. What's one small win you can celebrate today? No matter how small, every step forward is worth celebrating. Share your victory and inspire others to do the same. As we come to the end of this journey, remember that focus is not just a business strategy, it's a way of life. By applying the lessons we've learned from planetary alignment, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, and the incredible stories of focus in action, we can create a life of purpose, fulfillment, and success. So, go out there and focus on what truly matters to you. The world is waiting for your greatness. In closing, I want to leave you with one final thought. Focus is like a muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. So, keep practicing, keep pushing, and keep believing in yourself. With focus as your superpower, there's nothing you can't achieve. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and remember, stay focused, stay inspired, and keep reaching for the stars.